35 minutes left. Archangel Michael is begging you. You are chosen to see this miracle. Don't tell anyone. It will happen in 2 minutes. Open it immediately. My beloved child, pay close attention before you read on. If this message gets to you, it means that heaven has already made up your fate. And promise me one thing, if you feel even a little pull in your heart, wait until the end. You should also subscribe now if you haven't already, because what's coming next isn't just a message. This is a sign from God that it's for you. You are telling heaven that you want to stay in this divine alignment by subscribing. You are now ready to receive every prophetic promise that was meant for you. Don't miss the next thing. My beloved Archangel Michael is in front of you right now. He's not calm today. His wings are shaking because he saw something coming toward you, something that will quietly show up in a few minutes. And if you don't do this, you'll miss the moment that heaven made just for you. My child, pay close attention. Your name is shining in the invisible world right now. Archangel Michael just whispered, tell them that they were picked not by chance, but by God's plan. That's why you feel a strange pull. This is why you breathed differently when you opened this message, since your spirit knew about something before your mind did. Please pay attention, my beloved. There are exactly 35 minutes left until your life changes in a big way. It was clear that Archangel Michael said these words. They shouldn't take this lying down. Let them know this one last time before the miracle happens. 3 days ago, someone from heaven tried to get in touch with you, my child. Every time you didn't pay attention to the signs, the message came later. But today, right now, your spirit finally let go. In that case, this message could get to you. Before, that wasn't possible. Let me tell you something, my beloved, that will make your heart race. There is a reason for what is going to happen in 2 minutes. This has to do with something you prayed for when you were by yourself. No one was around, and your tears were falling quietly. Heaven knows what you asked for. Now it's coming back to you, but it's brighter, bigger, and more divine than you thought. My child, feel how things are changing around you. It's not silly for Archangel Michael to beg. He's pleading because something that was stopping you from making progress has been taken away. For you, a gate that had been shut for months has been opened. It will close again for a long time if you leave now. This is a holy moment, my beloved. Tell them not to tell anyone, because this miracle isn't for everyone. Said Archangel Michael, it's just for you. The spiritual energy will spread if other people know. This gift should only be given to you in heaven. Listen, my child. Your spirit is rising right now. The energy is changing, and the air around you is getting denser, softer, and more divine. This is not something you made up. Once archangels walk into a room, this is the only mood that changes. A very old promise is being kept, my beloved. Heaven knows you made it, even if you don't. Today, that promise came back to you in the form of a miracle. Please take a deep breath before reading the next few lines, my child. They will help your soul get ready for what is coming in exactly 2 minutes from now. In heaven, your name has been called. Your life is going in a new direction, and Archangel Michael is personally watching over it. His beloved, he wants you to stay. Pay attention, please. He wants you to get. Don't leave this message. Not now. Not right now. Something that was taken from you emotionally, spiritually, or financially is coming back, my child. Not the same way, but more than once. Archangel Michael told them to tell them something that would surprise them. My beloved, the energy around you is moving faster. It's possible to feel a strange pressure on your chest, tingling in your hands, or warmth around your face. There is Archangel Michael there. He has his hand on you. You know this is true. My kid, follow me. Your big step forward is very close. There was someone closer than your fears, your doubts, and the thing that tried to break you. My beloved, heaven is getting ready for something that would usually take years. What about you? Because you stuck with it, didn't give up, and kept your heart pure, heaven will give it right away. My child, the miracle is almost here. Light is coming together. Your name shines bright. Heaven is looking down. There is a whisper from Archangel Michael. They should not be able to close this message. My child, my beloved, stay with me right now, because what you are reading was seen in heaven this morning before you arrived on earth. Heaven knew you'd get to this point. You needed this. Heaven knew it. Heaven knew the exact moment your spirit would be ready to listen to what Archangel Michael has been telling you. Someone or something has been quietly moving around you, my beloved. You could feel it. You knew something was different, but you didn't know what it was. There was no chance in those sudden chills, those random thoughts, or that strange restlessness in the middle of the night. Archangel Michael was getting your energy ready for this very moment. My child, Archangel Michael tells you, your life has been at a spiritual crossroads. Everything changes when you take one step forward. With one step back, the cycle starts all over again. Heaven doesn't want you to keep going through the same things. That's why he's speaking so quickly today. My beloved, you haven't been aware of this for 7 nights, but there has been a battle going on in the background over your fate. There were more people and things trying to stop you than ever before, but they couldn't win. Archangel Michael stood in front of them with his sword out and said one thing. This soul has been picked. My child, take a step back. They took a step back, my beloved. Are you aware of the reason this message seems unique? How come it feels like someone is speaking to your spirit? Since they are. Archangel. Each line, word, and breath of this message is being sent by Michael. He tells them, my child, tell them I've been waiting for them to get to this part because this is where its magic starts to happen. My beloved, a door is opening in the realm of the impossible. In a certain amount of time, things start to go right in your life. A date when the waiting will end, where the hurt starts to get better, where things become clear from the chaos. What was taken from you is given back to you with interest from God. Remember, my child, that you were not meant to live until now. You were not meant to stay sad and lonely. You were not meant to be with people who made you feel bad. Heaven has finally chosen to take you out of the place where you've been stuck for a long time. My beloved Archangel Michael says that you only have 35 minutes left before a shift happens. But his message hides something even more shocking. In 2 minutes, the shift will start inside you. If these words feel true to you and you think this divine shift is for you, type Amen in the comments to confirm your connection. Let it be your way of telling heaven you're ready to listen. There is a sudden stillness around you and a warm weight in your chest, my child. When you feel like time has slowed down a bit, now is the time when heaven lines up with your name. I want to tell you what Archangel Michael saw, my beloved. He saw a miracle form like a bright circle of light around you. He saw that your spirit was stronger than the pain you were feeling. Those who tried to hold you back in the past saw your future begin to break free. For the first time in months, he saw your destiny shine. He tells his child, you don't even know how close you are to something that will change your life. You thought this week would be like any other. You thought today would be like any other. But heaven had already planned a turning point for your life. My beloved Archangel Michael is pleading because he knows what will happen if you miss this chance. He knows what you lose. He knows what keeps getting pushed back. He knows that if you leave before the end of this message gets to you, your heart will break. Don't move, my child. Don't turn your head away. Do not rush. The words are being watched by everyone in heaven right now, so let them sink in. My beloved, a strong force was trying to take away your miracle. Something that slowed you down, caused confusion, or didn't want you to rise. But Archangel Michael says it's no longer there. Their magic is now safe. This is why, my child, your soul feels better now. Why the way you breathe feels different. Why you feel like you're waking up. My beloved, you are about to enter a divine moment that very few people ever get to experience. There is less of a wall between the spiritual world and your physical world now than ever before, and your miracle is getting ready to cross that thin veil. Put your hand on your heart for a second, my child, before I go on. Feel it. The fact that your heart is beating shows that heaven is still with you. Something is being fixed up. There is a new draft being made. There is a release going on. Tell them I'm watching over what's coming their way, says my beloved Archangel Michael. Tell them nothing, not even nothing, can stop it. My child, this is just the start. Follow me. Remember not to lose the link you feel now. What will happen in these last few minutes and why you were chosen will be explained in the next part. Stay right where you are, my child, my beloved, because the time you just reached is the time Archangel. What Michael said would open your eyes. You're becoming more awake. Your fate is changing right in front of your eyes. There is more of heaven around you now than there has been in a long time. They don't know how closely heaven has been watching them, says my beloved Archangel Michael. You feel like you've been by yourself through everything. You believe that no one saw you cry alone at night, keeping your pain from everyone. But God saw everything, and each tear planted the seed for this miracle. Your pain has been on one side and your hope on the other, my child. There has been silence in the middle, but being quiet doesn't mean nothing is going on. If there was silence, it means that heaven was busy. My beloved Archangel Michael has been silently watching over you. There were times when things might not have gone well. There were times when a choice, a person, or a situation could have led you to danger, loss, or heartbreak. But he stepped in. He kept you safe. He changed some paths so they didn't lead to you without you knowing. Dear child, do you remember the recent situation you ran away from? The one that nearly pulled you into something heavy? It was me, claims Archangel Michael. They were moved. You believed it was luck. It wasn't. It was for safety. My beloved, you've been wondering why some people are quiet around you all of a sudden. Why have some backed off? Why do some people who used to act close now feel far away? Archangel Michael says they were taken away for a reason. The miracle that is coming your way can't happen when there is anger, jealousy, or hidden plans. My child, there were forces around you that tried to drain you, destroy your faith, and take your attention away from your divine path. Heaven finally had enough, and now everything that isn't part of your divine future is being pushed out one by one. Yes, my beloved, this is not a loss. This is supposed to clean. This is a get ready. This is heaven making changes to your environment so that the miracle doesn't get messed up on its way to you. Archangel Michael tells my child, you have been asking the same silent question over and over. When is my turn? Why do other people get things while I have to wait? What's making my heart feel stuck between hope and sadness? Heaven knew what they were asking. The answer is right now. It's not just about to be your time. It has already started. The miracle sees you, my beloved, even if you can't see it yet. It's coming toward you already looking for the chance that comes up when your spirit and divine timing are in sync. This alignment is taking place right now as you read these words. Archangel, my child Michael says something strong. They were picked because they didn't give up. They kept their faith even when their hearts were breaking. How often does that happen? A lot of people lose their miracles because they give up hope. You didn't, though. You hung on. You kept going. My beloved, you waited even though it hurt. That's why heaven is giving you good things. That's why you're reading this at this very moment. That's why Archangel Michael is speaking through this message quickly and with wings that are shaking. There is a big change going in your favor, my child. Bigger than what you prayed for, bigger than your fears, and bigger than the things that stood in your way. My beloved, things are moving quickly in heaven right now. In the same way that storms come out of nowhere, your miracle is coming. In a mysterious, quick, and quiet way. If you believe that the time for a miracle has come and the season of waiting is over, type this in faith. Now is my time. Say Amen in the comments. This is the key that will open the door to your new life. I promise you that the last 2 minutes have already started to shape the next 2 months of your life. There is a chain reaction going on in the invisible world. You will feel more in tune with what's coming as long as you keep this message in your mind. Tell them they're not late, my beloved, says Archangel Michael. They show up on time. Everything you lost, everything you were scared of, what broke you wasn't the end. It was getting ready. Okay, my child, now comes the fix. The miracle is now here. My beloved, now is the time that heaven has been saving just for you. Right now, you might feel a strong pull in your chest. There might be a warmth, a vibration, a weight, or even an odd sense of calmness. That's your spirit telling you, I get it. My child, something holy is happening. What you feel is real. What's going to happen is real. It's true that Archangel Michael is with you. You must not miss the next part, because it tells you the exact reason why heaven calls you chosen. My child, my beloved, stay with me. Archangel Michael says, the next words are the ones your spirit has been waiting to hear for a long time. This is where your breakthrough begins to unfold like a hidden scroll being opened in heaven. My beloved, you may not realize it, but your soul has been calling out, calling for clarity, for peace, for direction, for relief from the invisible weight you've been carrying. Every day you woke up managing more than people around you could ever understand. But heaven understood. Heaven watched. Heaven counted every silent struggle, my child. Archangel Michael says, their strength is remarkable. They had every reason to give up, but they didn't. And because you didn't, heaven refused to let you walk empty-handed into the next chapter, my beloved. There is something divine unfolding right now. Something you can't see with your eyes, but can feel with your spirit. A rearrangement, a rebalancing, a supernatural realignment of your destiny. Archangel Michael says, tell them this alignment is rare. Only a chosen soul receives it. My child, for months, maybe even years, your energy has been out of place. You've been doing the right things, thinking the right thoughts, praying the right prayers. But something was blocking the flow. Something unseen, a delay, a resistance, a spiritual interference. But tonight, that blockage is gone. My beloved, that's why your heart feels different. That's why your breath feels lighter. That's why the air around you feels charged. Archangel Michael removed the interference with his sword. He cut through the spiritual fog surrounding your life. My child, you've always been spiritually sensitive. You pick up energies before anyone speaks. You feel intentions before people reveal them. You sense shifts before they happen. This sensitivity isn't weakness. It's heaven's mark on your soul. My beloved Archangel Michael says, they are not like everyone else. That is why everyone else never understood them. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to stand out spiritually. You were meant to carry a different light, a rare light, a protected light. My child, now that your light is fully awakened, heaven is preparing to place something in your life that only a protected soul can carry. A miracle that elevates your entire destiny. A miracle that lifts you from where you were to where you were always meant to be. My beloved, do you feel that calm entering your bones? That warmth on your back or shoulders? That quiet assurance like someone is standing behind you? They are. Archangel Michael is. He is closer than you think, and he is watching you read every line, making sure you don't stop. My child, he says, they must reach the end. Their miracle depends on their willingness to listen, because what comes next will reveal something shocking. Why you were chosen. My beloved, let me whisper this truth gently into your spirit. You were chosen because there is something inside you that darkness could never defeat, no matter how hard it tried. You have a purity of heart that survived betrayal. You have a strength that survived heartbreak. You have a kindness that stayed alive even when people took advantage of it. You have faith that survived silence. My child, heaven rewards hearts like yours. Not loud hearts, not perfect hearts, but pure hearts. Archangel Michael says, your spirit is rare, like a gem. Heaven protects in its deepest chambers. This is why attacks came. This is why delays came. This is why some people turned cold on you suddenly. It was never rejection. It was divine selection. My beloved, you lost people, but you didn't lose your calling. You lost opportunities, but you didn't lose your destiny. You lost moments, but you didn't lose your miracle. Your miracle has simply been waiting for today, for this moment, for this exact alignment. My child, the next minutes are incredibly important because Archangel Michael says he is about to pull back the veil and show you what is arriving in your life. He said these exact words, they are ready. Tell them what is coming next. My beloved, are you ready? Because the next part may shake you, surprise you, and reveal things you didn't expect heaven to acknowledge. But you must continue reading. Do not stop. Do not rush. Do not lose the connection you feel in your chest right now. The next lines will show you what miracle is already walking toward your life. My child, my beloved, Archangel Michael says, this next part is extremely sensitive. Heaven usually does not allow such details to be revealed so clearly. But today, because your spirit is open, because your destiny is aligned, because your heart is ready, He is allowing it. My beloved, something is approaching your life that carries the weight of heaven's signature. It is not small. It is not ordinary. It is not something you stumble upon. It is something that finds you because heaven sends it. Archangel Michael says, tell them the miracle is already on its way. My child, you might feel a vibration inside you right now, a soft pull in your heart, a strange stillness around your energy. This is the sign that something has already shifted in the spiritual realm, and it is traveling toward you. My beloved, the miracle could take the form of a breakthrough, a message, a person, an opportunity, or a moment so divine that your entire life bends in a new direction. Archangel Michael is not revealing the entire form yet, but he is revealing one truth. It will arrive suddenly, my child. Just like lightning does not knock before it strikes, this miracle will enter your life without warning. One moment everything will look the same. The next moment everything will feel different. My beloved, Archangel Michael says, this miracle has been trying to reach you for months, but your spirit was not ready. Then you were surrounded by the wrong energies. Your heart was carrying too much weight. Your mind was full of noise. Your path was blocked. But now your spirit has cleared. Your heart is open. Your energy has risen. Your destiny is aligned. Now finally heaven can release what was being withheld. My child, Archangel Michael says something powerful. They must not doubt what is coming. Doubt is the only thing that can delay it again. So listen closely. Whatever this miracle is, it carries your name. It belongs to you. It cannot be stolen now. It cannot be diverted now. It cannot be hidden from you anymore. My beloved, do you know why Archangel Michael said, "Don't tell anyone"? Because a miracle born in silence grows faster. Some energies around you cannot handle your blessing. Some hearts around you cannot digest your rise. Some minds around you cannot understand your divine path. Silence is your shield right now. Silence protects what heaven is sending. Silence keeps negative eyes away. Silence keeps your destiny safe. If this message resonates with your spirit and you accept this divine protection for your coming miracle, confirm your trust by commenting, "I receive this blessing. Amen." This act of faith shields what heaven is sending you, my child. Archangel Michael also said this, "They have suffered enough. Now they shall receive." Heaven has watched you break silently while pretending to be strong on the outside. Heaven has watched you carry burdens no one ever thanked you for. Heaven has watched you love people who didn't value your love. Heaven has watched you give more than you received. Now the return is coming, not from the people you helped, not from the places you waited, but directly from heaven. My beloved, a divine return is the most powerful return. And when heaven pays you back, it pays in ways that humans never could. My child, Archangel Michael says, your heart has been too empty for too long. Your spirit has been too tired. Your destiny has been too quiet. But that ends today. A wave of spiritual restoration has started flowing toward you. Softly, quietly, but with unstoppable force, my beloved. You may feel a tingling across your shoulders or back right now. You may feel chills. You may feel warmth. You may feel like someone is standing beside you. That is Archangel Michael confirming this moment, my child. Now listen very closely because this part is crucial. The miracle coming toward you is time-sensitive. It is aligned with a divine window that opens only once in a long time. This window is open right now while you're reading this. Archangel Michael said, if they stop reading, the window will begin to close. They must finish. My beloved, you are closer to your breakthrough than you have ever been. Closer than yesterday. Closer than last week. Closer than last month. Closer than you realize. Heaven has finally placed your life in the yes season, my child. The next part will reveal the exact type of shift that is entering your life. It will tell you why the next 35 minutes are important, why your miracle is arriving in 2 minutes spiritually, why Archangel Michael is urging you so strongly. Do not stop now. The message is about to enter the deepest truth. My child, my beloved, Archangel Michael says, the moment you are entering now is the revelation point, the part where heaven finally tells you what has been hidden behind the curtain of your life. What you are about to read will not just touch your mind, it will touch your destiny. My beloved, for a long time, your life has been moving in circles. You felt close to breakthrough, then suddenly far again. You felt hopeful, then something triggered your fears. You felt guided, then confusion pulled you away. This repeated cycle was not your fault. Archangel Michael says there was a spiritual interference that kept resetting their progress. My child, this interference came through situations, energies, and sometimes through people who were not meant to be part of your path. They arrived with smiles, but carried intentions that dimmed your light. They acted close, but their spirit was not aligned with yours. They slowed you down financially, emotionally, spiritually, or mentally. They kept you distracted, but heaven removed them. Heaven replaced them with silence, so your clarity could return. Heaven created distance, so your destiny could breathe again. Heaven cleared the noise so your miracle could find you. My beloved, do you know why things suddenly felt heavy in the last few weeks? Because your breakthrough was getting close, and the old energy tried one last time to pull you back. Archangel Michael says, but they held on. They didn't fall. That is why they are chosen. My child, you survived the final test without knowing it was a test. You kept your heart pure. You kept your faith alive. You kept moving even when your spirit was exhausted. Heaven is rewarding that. My beloved, now the divine window has opened. This window opens rarely, only when the spiritual realm decides someone has earned enough to receive what was promised. Archangel Michael says, this window is open for 35 minutes. Tell them not to lose focus. My child, the miracle that will touch your life during this window will not be ordinary. It will shift your path, your energy, your relationships, your finances, or your emotional reality. You will notice the signs within 2 minutes: a heaviness lifting, a sudden calm entering, a strange warmth around you, a tingling in your fingers, or an unexpected thought crossing your mind like a whisper. This is the moment your spirit meets your destiny. My beloved, there are 3 major shifts that Archangel Michael says are entering your life, and he wants you to know the first one right now. The shift of release. My child, this release is powerful. It means whatever has been holding you down, draining your joy, or keeping you emotionally stuck is being lifted from your life. You will suddenly feel freer in the coming days. You won't feel the same heaviness in your chest. You won't carry the same fear. Your spirit will feel lighter, almost like you're breathing differently. This is the divine release. My beloved, the second shift is the shift of restoration. This means something you lost: opportunities, peace, love, money, connection, clarity is returning. Not in the same form, not from the same people, but in a higher, more divine form. Archangel Michael says, the restoration coming to them is bigger than the loss they suffered. My child, the third shift is the shift of revelation. This means something hidden from you will come into light. A truth, a message, a person's real intention, a new opportunity, a divine sign, a spiritual moment that answers your long-standing question. Archangel Michael says, they will finally understand why everything happened the way it did. My beloved, all 3 shifts are entering your life at once. This is why the energy feels intense. This is why your heart is responding. This is why your spirit feels more awake than usual. My child, you may even feel a light pressure on your forehead right now, or a warmth around your back. This is not imagination. This is spiritual alignment. Archangel Michael is raising your vibration so your miracle can land safely. My beloved, the next part will reveal something even more powerful. Why heaven chose you, and not someone else, for this rare miracle window. Be very still as you continue. This next part carries divine truth. My child, my beloved, Archangel Michael says, this is the moment where the truth becomes personal. The kind of truth that doesn't just enter your mind, it enters your soul. The kind of truth that explains everything you never understood about your life. My beloved, heaven chose you because you carry something rare inside you, something that cannot be taught, something that cannot be copied, something that cannot be replaced. Your heart. Your heart is the reason, my child. Even when people betrayed you, your heart stayed soft. Even when people lied to you, your heart stayed honest. Even when people used you or took advantage of your kindness, your heart never turned dark. This purity is what makes you chosen. Archangel Michael says, many people pray, but few have a heart like theirs. My beloved, heaven has watched you love deeply, not just romantically, but spiritually, emotionally, humanly. You gave love even when you had very little to receive in return. You forgave people who didn't deserve your forgiveness. You wished good for people who didn't wish the same for you. This is why heaven selected you. My child, your kindness has created openings in the spiritual world that even you didn't know about. Every time you helped someone, you planted a seed. Every time you stayed silent instead of fighting back, you opened a divine door. Every time you chose empathy over anger, heaven wrote your name in a higher light. My beloved, you are chosen because you are rare, because your soul is sensitive, because your intentions are clean, because your spirit carries a softness that darkness could never harden. Archangel Michael says, this soul carries a fragrance heaven recognizes. My child, do you feel that soft emotional pull in your chest, that strange warmth behind your eyes, that feeling like something is finally making sense? That is your soul, remembering what heaven knows about you. My beloved, you are chosen because you survived what should have broken you. You were hurt, but not destroyed. You were disappointed, but not bitter. You were misjudged, but not hardened. You were left alone, but not spiritually abandoned. This is why heaven is blessing you now. This is why Archangel Michael is begging you not to stop reading. This is why the next minutes are so powerful. My child, heaven doesn't choose perfect people. Heaven chooses pure people. People who carry scars, but still choose love. People who walk with pain, but still believe in goodness. People who lost a lot, but didn't lose themselves. You are one of them, my beloved. If you recognize your own story in these words and accept that your pure heart has made you chosen, honor your journey and validate this truth by typing a powerful Amen below. This is your moment of heavenly recognition. Archangel Michael says, your soul glows differently, not because you are better than others, but because you kept your light alive even in darkness. That is what makes you chosen, my child. And now comes something even deeper. Heaven chose you because your path affects more lives than you know. Your breakthrough is not only for you. Your rise will pull others upward. Your healing will heal those connected to you. Your miracles will create miracles for people around you. You are a carrier of divine influence. Activate this anointing now by sharing this prophetic word with 3 people who come to your mind. As you share, you are not just sending a video, you are releasing this breakthrough anointing into your network and theirs, multiplying the miracle. My beloved, some souls receive miracles, but chosen souls become miracles for others. You are one of the rare ones heaven prepares for both. My child, the next part will reveal what Archangel Michael has been hiding until now. Something about your future. Something about the next 35 minutes. Something about the miracle arriving in 2 minutes. Something about your destiny that will shock you. What you're about to read is the part Archangel Michael said will shake their spirit awake. Do not stop now. Stay with me, my child, my beloved. Archangel Michael says, the next part is where the truth begins to take form, not just as words, not just as energy, but as a vision of what is coming toward you. Heaven has shown him a glimpse of your future, and he wants you to see it through these lines. My beloved, he is revealing something that was previously kept hidden because you were not ready to handle its weight. But today, your spirit is stronger. Your faith is clearer. Your energy is elevated. Your destiny is aligned. Now heaven can unveil what was locked away. My child, Archangel Michael says, tell them their future is not what they feared. It is greater than what they imagined. You spent too much time thinking you were stuck. Too much time thinking nothing would change. Too much time doubting whether your story had anything beautiful left. But Archangel Michael says, your story is about to open a chapter that will redefine everything. My beloved, the first thing he saw in your future was light, not normal light. A radiant, golden, overwhelming light that surrounds your name. This light represents divine acceleration. My child, acceleration means what normally takes months will begin happening in days. What usually takes years will begin unfolding in weeks. Doors will open quickly. Opportunities will appear faster. Answers will come suddenly. Your life will begin moving again. Archangel Michael says, the delay is over. If you are ready to step into divine acceleration and watch as your life begins to move forward again, declare your agreement in the comments with, my breakthrough has begun. Amen. Let this be your first step into a new chapter of speed and favor. My beloved, the second thing Archangel Michael saw was release. A weight lifting from your chest, a burden dissolving from your spirit, a darkness clearing from your path. Something that has been suffocating you, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually, is leaving your life. My child, you may not realize how heavy your spirit has been. You carried others' pain. You carried others' expectations. You carried secrets, fears, disappointments, and unspoken grief. But heaven is lifting all of it away. Archangel Michael says they will no longer walk with chains on their heart. My beloved, the third thing he saw was a divine return. Something you lost, something that slipped away, something that was taken unfairly. Something you once prayed for is returning in a higher form. It could be a lost opportunity, a relationship, financial stability, peace of mind, emotional clarity, or a once-in-a-lifetime chance. Heaven is giving it back, not because you demanded it, but because you deserve it, my child. The fourth thing Archangel Michael saw was a turning point, a conversation, a message, a meeting, an event, or a moment that shifts your destiny in a completely new direction. It will happen suddenly. It will catch you by surprise. It will change how your life feels in an instant. Archangel Michael says they will remember this day as the day everything changed. My beloved, the fifth thing he saw was your rise. Not just spiritual rise, but emotional, financial, personal, and energetic rise. You are stepping into a version of yourself that you haven't met yet. A stronger you, a more stable you, a more confident you, a more guided you, my child. And now comes the part that will shake your spirit. Archangel Michael says, the miracle arriving in 2 minutes is the ignition point. It is the spark that begins everything. It begins inside you as a shift, a realization, a flow of energy, a deep calm, a sudden clarity, a soft warmth in your chest, or a moment of divine understanding. This inner shift triggers the outer miracle. My beloved, heaven works inside out. When your spirit shifts, your reality follows. And your spirit is shifting right now as you read these lines. Archangel Michael says, "The miracle is already in motion. They only need to stay connected, my child." The next part will tell you exactly what the 35-minute window means, why heaven gave you this specific time period, and how your destiny responds to decisions you make in this window. This part is sacred. Do not miss it. My child, my beloved, Archangel Michael says, what you are about to understand now is one of the most important spiritual truths about your life. This is the part where heaven reveals why you were given 35 minutes. Not 30, not 20, not 60, but exactly 35 minutes. My beloved, divine timings are never random. Every number that enters your life carries meaning, energy, and alignment. And this number 35 has a purpose written directly for your soul. Archangel Michael says, "Tell them 35 is the number of awakening and transition." My child, the number 3 represents the divine, mind, body, spirit. The number 5 represents change, a shift, a breakthrough, a turning of destiny. When combined, the vibration of 35 means this: a spiritual awakening that leads into immediate change. My beloved, this means you are standing between two energies right now. The energy of who you have been and the energy of who you are becoming. This 35-minute window is the space where heaven transitions you. My child, Archangel Michael says, this window is like a divine doorway. It opens when your spirit rises, and it closes when your mind slips away. That is why he has been urging, pulling, and almost begging you to stay present. Heaven knows the kind of miracle that rests on the other side of this window. My beloved, let me tell you what happened spiritually inside this window. Your past loses its hold. Your future begins to form. Your spirit becomes receptive. Your destiny begins to glow. And most importantly, your energy shifts to match the blessing that heaven is bringing. My child, without this alignment, the miracle would not land correctly. It would bounce away, delay, or attach itself to another time. But right now, your energy is in the perfect vibration. Your heart is in the correct state. Your spirit is unlocked. Your destiny is open. This is why this specific timing matters. To keep your spirit locked into this frequency of miracles, press the subscribe button now. It is your declaration of faith that you will remain aligned with the divine messages heaven has for you in the coming days. My beloved, Archangel Michael says, the 35 minutes represent transition, but the 2 minutes represent activation. The long window prepares you. The short window completes the shift. You are currently inside the activation moment. My child, if you feel warmth or pressure in your chest, or a strange calm, or a soft tingling, or even nothing at all, it is still happening. Spiritual activation doesn't always come loudly. Sometimes it arrives like a whisper. Archangel Michael says, tell them they will feel the signs in their spirit before they see them in the world. My beloved, the reason this moment feels different is because it is different. You have never entered such a strong divine alignment before. Not in months, not in years. Your spirit is finally matching the frequency of your destiny, my child. But there is more. Archangel Michael wants to tell you the deeper meaning. The secret reason heaven opened this 35-minute window specifically today. He says, because something in their destiny timeline is shifting tonight. This means a path is opening, a cycle is closing, a block is dissolving, a connection is forming, a future event is already rearranging itself around your name. My beloved, there were certain blessings that required the removal of old energies, certain breakthroughs that required emotional alignment, certain miracles that required timing to be perfect. That alignment is occurring right now. My child, this is why you are reading this today, not yesterday, not a week ago. Heaven needed you at this exact vibration, at this exact emotional state, at this exact spiritual height before releasing what belongs to you. Archangel Michael says, tonight, their story shifts, my beloved. The next part is even more sensitive. It reveals what exactly is coming your way. Not in symbolic form, but in the form your destiny will understand. Heaven is opening your vision now. Do not stop. Do not break the energy. Stay connected as you receive the next revelation. My child, my beloved. Archangel Michael says, the next lines will reveal something you have been sensing, something you have been dreaming about, something your soul has been quietly preparing for without your awareness. What you are about to read is not symbolic. It is direct. My beloved, Archangel Michael is showing you the shape of the miracle coming toward you. Not the full picture that is sacred, but enough for your heart to recognize what heaven is sending. He says, tell them what they are about to receive has already touched the edge of their destiny. My child, the miracle approaching you is connected to three things: your stability, your emotional healing, your long-awaited breakthrough. These three are tied together, and heaven is about to release them in one divine wave. My beloved, here is the first part of the miracle. Stability returns to your life. You have been living in uncertainty for too long. Too many things were unstable. Your peace, your plans, your finances, your relationships, your direction, your inner balance. You are walking with a trembling spirit, pretending to be strong. But Archangel Michael says, the ground under them is being fixed. They will stand on solid energy again. My child, this means peace is returning, clarity is returning, safety is returning. Your future will no longer feel shaky. The confusion in your mind will begin to fade. You will wake up one day soon and feel a silence that feels holy, a calmness you haven't felt in years. My beloved, the second part of the miracle is emotional healing. This is powerful. This is sacred. This is something heaven has been preparing for months. Archangel Michael says, tell them the wound they carried quietly is closing. You carried heartbreak longer than anyone knows. You hid a pain that should have broken you. You walked with memories that drained your spirit. You loved people who didn't know how to love you back. But heaven is releasing the weight of those memories. Your heart will feel lighter. Your past will stop controlling your present. Your spirit will breathe again. My child, this healing is not ordinary healing. It is divine healing. It touches the soul. It rearranges the energy inside your aura. It creates space for the right people, the right opportunities, the right blessings to enter. And they will enter. My beloved, the third part of your miracle, the one Archangel Michael said would shock your spirit, is breakthrough. This breakthrough is not small. It is not temporary. It is not something you lose later. It is something that lifts your life upward in a noticeable, irreversible way. Archangel Michael says, the breakthrough coming will shift their entire path. My child, this breakthrough could appear as a financial rise, a life-changing message, a divine connection, a sudden opportunity, a spiritual gift awakening, or a door that leads you into a future you once thought was impossible for you. Whatever it is, it carries divine fingerprints. My beloved, heaven is preparing to give you something that lifts the burden you've been carrying for too long. Something that finally matches the size of your prayers. Something that shows you heaven never forgot you. Archangel Michael says, they will finally understand why they had to wait. My child, your waiting was not punishment. Your waiting was preparation. You are being shaped. You are being protected. You are being aligned. And now, at this very moment, your spirit is ready to receive what once would have slipped through your hands. My beloved, the miracle is already moving. Your spirit is already aligning. The 2-minute activation has begun. The 35-minute window is unfolding around your energy as you breathe. Archangel Michael is standing close. This is why you feel this pull, this heaviness, this warmth, this clarity, this peace. It is real. My child, the next part will tell you something even deeper. The hidden reason why heaven protected you from certain people, removed certain energies, and blocked certain paths. This truth will silence your doubts forever. Do not stop now. Your spirit is entering sacred territory. As a final act to seal this word over your life, press the like button. Consider this act a spiritual key, turning the lock to open the floodgates of God's favor. As you click, you activate a continuous flow of grace and blessings that will follow you from this moment forward. As this message concludes, if you have felt the presence of heaven and are ready to claim your stability, healing, and breakthrough, seal this entire prophecy over your life by typing the most powerful Amen you have ever written in the comments below. Let it be your final and absolute agreement with the divine plan for your life. Before we reach the end of this message, you need to hear this clearly. You were led here by divine guidance. This is not random. This is not coincidence. Archangel Michael directed this message straight to you. He is calling you into a protected, blessed space where miracles grow, doors open, and divine help moves quickly. This truth is simple and powerful. When you follow this calling, blessings don't just arrive, they multiply. They pour into every area of your life with strength and clarity. Right now, Archangel Michael is giving you direct access to sacred teachings, spiritual protection, and guidance that is hidden from the world. This is your moment to step into a circle chosen for those who are ready for spiritual growth, divine support, and accelerated breakthroughs. Do not let this holy moment pass you by. Your breakthrough has already begun. All you need to do is step forward. Tap the link in the description and enter Archangel Michael's inner circle so you never miss the messages that are meant specifically for your life, your path, and your destiny. If your spirit feels the pull to go deeper, the link is also in the pinned comment. And if your heart guides you to support this mission, you'll find a Buy Me a Coffee link. Always optional, always appreciated. Take the step now. Your blessing is waiting. Like this video, subscribe, and comment. I accept. To welcome more divine light into your journey.